there is a special minister, the Minister of Defense of Latvia, and he's defending also the cyberspace in this country and in a way globally. So Mr. Doctor, actually, Artis Pabriks, I'd like to ask you on stage here and give us, if you now come here, then, okay, it's typical you, I know. Hello, good morning, nice to meet you.
And it's typical you.
Yeah, it's typical me. So you will see, okay, you can stick to this microphone if you want.
I'll stick to this one. I like to preach from the scene. I don't want to be there because, you know, ministry wrote for me some papers, but I don't like them. So I'll just speak on my own. And believe me, politicians can speak for a long time. I'll not be that one because I understand you have other things to do and you are here not to listen to politicians, but to play chess, even if it is a cyber chess. And first, welcome to Latvia to everybody who is not from here. Also, dear Latvians, I am happy to see many of you here because we are a cyber power in the world. We are a small country, but our geography and our history and also our technological developments puts us in a special place. As far as the geography, you see now the lines are blurred in the world between many, many things. As far as the cyber, lines are blurred between the reality and virtual reality. As far as the war, the lines are blurred between the peace and war because it's extremely difficult for the younger generation, for the people in 21st century to really draw the line between the reality and imagination, between the reality and the fake news. So the things are becoming much more difficult for us to assess. And what is the result? The result is that our societies are becoming more and more fragmented. Our societies are becoming more and more polarized. And also for us, politicians, for any elites of society, for society itself, it is becoming less and less possible to predict and also to organize our lives. Some might like it because they can say, look, you know, those who have been in the power, we can change something, we can do things differently. But in fact, where we are living increasingly in the matrix world. I believe you know the movie what I'm speaking about. And this is what reminds me at this moment when I'm thinking about the cyber chess, about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity becomes the reality of our lives. And our advancements, which we have been preaching so much for, which we have been developing, are actually having also quite large dark side. And we all know what I am talking about because it's not only the positive things. We are becoming more and more also endangered by those technologies. And what is the way out? The way out, of course, not is to retreat and to abandon those technologies. The way out is only to believe that we can survive with them together, that we will not lose the control, that we will not be ruled by artificial intelligence or somebody else, but that we as humans can use our technology more for our benefit and not against us. I think technologies like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, they are increasingly not less, as a minimum, not less dangerous as the times when we as a humanity and our scientists as representatives of our intellect invented a nuclear bomb. We are still not knowing what will happen with the nuclear bomb, actually, when we are reading now news and about Russian aggression against Ukraine, against democracy, against all, as we understand, civilized, liberal, democratic world. We don't know what will happen. And the same thing is with cybersecurity. As we speak, cybersecurity is breached in this country and in most of the countries where participants come from. So I would like you to ask, actually, please try to find the best ways how to guarantee more security for our people, for our countries, for our lifestyles, for our freedoms, so that we are not losing our freedom either to matrix or to virtual reality or to some aggressive villain coming from the country or from countries which are not keeping dear those freedoms what we do have. Cyber advances, artificial intelligence, everything, it was created by the great minds in order to make our lives easier. let's not complicate our lives by our own inventions. And you are the ones who can help us. So I wish you a good day today, and I'm looking forward for good outcome and good suggestions how we can improve our lives by not losing neither our freedoms nor technological advancements. And I'm very happy that this is happening in Latvia in the great power of cyber advance. Aww. Thank you.
Oh, that's so kind of you to say these words.
Will you jump back?
Well, if you want, yes. No, thanks. never ask for help from politician, be journalist.
Yes. Just like about cybersecurity, be careful what you are wishing for.
Yeah, you're right. But I think I would be right now to pose opportunity. No, don't run away. Minister, maybe there is a tough question for you from the hall. Yeah, you are a politician. Yeah, why not? Tough questions. The one.
Tough wishes?
My probably not the tough question, but kind of geopolitical. Now we see Ukrainian army advancing. After there will be a defeat of Russia, probably Russians will start a kind of cyber attacks for Western world, because they will be angry.
And hopefully they will stop one day cyber attacks.
Sure. But we know that they started already, even before they invaded Ukraine. So would you predict for people here in the conference that they will be actually in more like 24 hours, 7 days a week positions to be next to these, because they are very, very important part of our Latvian cybersecurity, of European cybersecurity?
Look, cyber attacks from Russian side, and not only Russian side, they are going on, as I mentioned, as we speak. And of course, their intensity increased against also our country and our allies before 24th of February and also after the war started in 24th of February. But I would say that once we speak about the war, our opponents, adversaries, they will use any possible opening. Will it be cyber? Yes. Strategic communication? Yes. And actually the line between cyber and strategic communication is not existent, because these things are used together. New technologies, and through these new technologies, the new information or misinformation rather, how to influence the people. And of course, anything else like energy security. We see what is happening under the waters or in the waters of the Baltic Sea. Anything what can be used in this modern war will be used, believe me. Anything. So we must prepare for that, and we must not be neither scared, we must simply accept it, and we have to try to use all our skills and intelligence how to prevent this before it happens. That's the only thing. And what is a problem is, it's not about technologies, it's about our minds, because the Western world for the last decades, not here, but a little bit more to the West, they have been living in a wishful dream that the life is wonderful and we can discuss a secondary and third matter issues. Sorry if I offend somebody, but is it legal to smoke marijuana or not? And do we have to take out this monument or not to take out this monument? But at the end, it's about the fundamental things, fundamental values, fundamental security. And once you are in Bucha, once you are in Mariupolis, once you are in Ukraine, then you understand what really matters and what really doesn't matter. And I hope very much that the Western world will return to the senses and reality as soon as possible, and will leave this virtual imagination of the beautiful and wonderful world. Because the biggest mistake for politicians and societies is that they are living in a wishful dreams and not in reality. Return to the reality. Switch out that thing what Matrix put into your scalp.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyway,
I mean, I can take long about this.
I know that you will be now.
You see, no second question.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Minister.